Hey everybody, this is Icon Buster 57, and I'm doing a kind of a special blog thing to go on with one of the reviews that we're doing tonight on TNA. I know this review's coming a little late, but the weekend seems to be the only time we can get together to really do these reviews. So, the reason why I'm kind of doing this extra blog is we just got done watching a match on TNA that kind of bothered me a little bit. It was a match between Christian York versus Kid Cash. And basically what's going on right now is there's an X Division tournament going on. And the winner of this tournament is going to... I guess the final match of the tournament is going to be at the pay-per-view. And then I don't know if the winner of the match is going to take on the champion that night, or they're going to go on to the next pay-per-view and take on the champion, X Division champion. But what bothered me about the match between Christian York and Kid Cash is that it was literally one of the slowest moving matches I've ever seen. And when I mean slow moving, I mean that could be taken a couple ways. Was it a match where there was nothing but holds and then like they did one finishing move and the match was over, or was it a match full of what was the match like, just a lot of like them not doing much? No, the problem with this match wasn't that they like tried to slow it down to tell a story, or you had one wrestler on top of the other doing like holds and stuff like that. The match was just physically bad. Like, as in the fact that you watch these two wrestlers who, going into the match, I'm not a big fan of the X Division, but going into the match, I expect one thing out of the X Division. That's fast movement. And these wrestlers jogged the entire match. I mean, they moved slow. I mean, you could count their steps, they were going so slow. And at one point in the match, Christian York did this like handspring, and then he got on his feet, then he jumped and did this kick, and it was so slow. I mean, you could count the steps. It was like 1, 2, 3, and he kicked him. It was like, it was just really horribly done. And especially with these two wrestlers who are known for fast movement, to go this slow, it makes you...
Plus, they've been around for a while. There was no call for this.
No.
They've both been established wrestlers.
Yeah, they're both established wrestlers. I mean, Christian York, a little bit newer to TNA, but...
Yeah, he's wrestled for 16 years.
Yeah, he's wrestled for 16 years, and he was originally on the TNA when it first started, and then he went away, and then he came back to do the what is it, the fine, what's that thing they call it?
The gut check.
Gut check. Yeah, he did the gut check, and they accepted him in gut check. And even there, he did a much better job. He did a really good job against RVD. He did a really good job against Jeff Hardy. But both of these wrestlers, it was like they just didn't have it in them to do anything tonight. They were just god-awful. And it just made me think, you got one wrestler, Kid Cash, who, going into this match, I knew Kid Cash was going to lose, because Kid Cash, he loses to everybody. And it got me to thinking, it's like, I try to imagine, what would happen if Kid Cash went up against someone like Dolph Ziggler? I mean, as far as not so much a match, but like if Dolph Ziggler was out doing an interview and Kid Cash came out, Dolph Ziggler would look at Kid Cash and he says, "Oh yeah, you talk about how you beat RVD years ago in ECW. You talk about how you beat this guy and you're two-time X Division champion. But I got a question for you. What have you done for me lately? You've lost every match you've been in. What have you done for me lately?" That's how Dolph Ziggler would respond to somebody like Kid Cash, who really hasn't done anything lately, who's been nothing but a big jobber, and they try to sell him like he's gonna be, he's got a shot at the X Division title. He ain't got a shot at nothing. He's a jobber right now. And right now, I wonder where is the X Division gone again? I swear, 1 week the X Division's got 6, 7, 8 guys. Next week they got nobody. I mean, golly, the X Division. TNA really needs to turn it up with the X Division, or just get rid of the X Division, because they're not doing anything with it. I mean, it's a joke. If that's the kind of matches they're going to put on for the X Division, a match where the wrestlers run half-ass. I mean, this was the thing that helped build TNA and made TNA stay around as long as it did. And And if you talk to a lot of fans, it's like the X Division. That's one of the things they come to see. And when your X Division match has two guys not even putting any effort into it, I mean, really, what do you got? So to that whole organization, to the X Division, all I got to say is the same thing Dolph Ziggler would say to Kid Cash, and that's, what have you done for me lately? You haven't done anything lately. You suck. So, I don't know. That's just my opinion. This was just a little rant I wanted to do. If you got anything to say, go ahead, leave a comment. If you disagree with me, fine. If you think this is just kind of an instance where this is like a one-time thing, even though I've seen matches where they run slow before, but this one really just got to me. I don't know why. This really bothered me, and that's my opinion on it. So leave a comment. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm right. Agree with me. Disagree with me. If you think TNA needs to pick up their X Division, bring in a lot more stars, then I think me and you are probably on the same page. Have a nice day.